If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. We want to get to 50,000 subscribers before the end of this year. Once upon a time, in a big city in Africa, a beautiful young girl is seen chasing a moving car. She is in tears, shouting for the car to wait, but the driver of the car zoomed off. She stood there in tears, wondering what has just happened. Her name is Tbea. She came from a poor family and has worked so hard to get to where she is. Things started going well for her. She landed a good paying job and met a rich handsome guy named Andre. They both fell in love, and after 6 months, Andre proposed to her. But suddenly, on her birthday, Andre came and called off the wedding, accusing Tbea of cheating on him. As Andre drove off, Tbea stood there crying, saying to herself, "So my wedding is off, what is going on?" Her best friend Lorotto came out to console her. They both walked back into the house. Few days passed and Tbea couldn't concentrate at work. She has tried calling Andre severally, but he blocked her line and moved out of his apartment. 2 weeks passed and Tbea has not heard from Andre, so she decided to go tell her parents the wedding is off. As she got to her parents' house, her father and mother were excited to see her. They were asking her how the wedding preparations is going, but Tbea broke the news to them that the wedding is off. Her father had a heart attack immediately and fainted. He has used up the money Andre paid for Tbea's bride price to boost his dying business with his new business partner, so it will be impossible to pay Andre if he comes for the money. Tbea and her mother rushed the father to the hospital, but the shocking news came from the doctor that the man has suffered a stroke and will not be able to move half of his body, but the doctor assured them it is not permanent. With treatment he will get better. While they were at the hospital, Tbea received the news from her workplace that she has been fired. That her lack of concentration has caused the company a big loss, as one of their potential clients cut ties with their company due to Tbea's mistakes. Tbea started crying all over again. Her mother tried to console her and said, "My daughter, you are our only child and our hope is on you. It is unfortunate that things are turning the way they are, but I know you are a strong woman. You will bounce back from this, but first, you have to get to the bottom of Andre's accusations of cheating, before we conclude that the wedding is really off. As for your job, please do not mention it to your father when he wakes up, until his health is better." She replied, "Okay mom." The mother said, "Go home and get some rest. I will stay back and keep an eye on your father." Tbea agreed and left. As she got to her apartment, Lorotto, her best friend, was in her house waiting for her. Tbea and Lorotto has been friends from university, so they both has keys to each other's house and can stay over whenever they wanted. Tbea told Lorotto that she has lost her job and Lorotto was shocked. She said, "Why is everything turning against you suddenly? Andre left. Your father had stroke. And now you have lost your job. Girl, something must be wrong. Are you sure we don't need to go see a pastor?" Tbea said, "What I need to go see right now is my bed." She went into the bedroom and shut the door. 3 days later, Tbea managed to locate the hotel her fiancé Andre is staying in. She secretly went there to meet him. As she opened the door to his room, she saw him sitting with another girl. Andre shouted at her and asked, "How did you find me?" She was trying to explain, but he insisted he doesn't want to see her anymore, that he has a new girlfriend. He pushed her out of the room and locked the door. As Tbea left the hotel, she could not concentrate on where she was going, and she got knocked down by a car. She was immediately rushed to the hospital. At the hospital they discovered that her right leg has broken. Tbea cried for days. Finally her father, who was still in the hospital, wondering why Tbea has not come to see him, heard about Tbea's accident and went into coma. It was like Tbea's life and family is over, even though the doctor assured them that they would do everything in their power to make sure Tbea's father regains consciousness, but he was still in a coma. After 3 days at the hospital, Lorotto came and took Tbea home on a wheelchair. Even though Andre, Tbea's fiancé, got to hear about the accident, he never came to check on Tbea. As they got home, Lorotto said she needs to go, that she has something to take care of, and she left, and she will be back when she is done. Tbea called an Uber and went to see a pastor she has been watching on television. As she got to the pastor's office, she told the pastor all she has been going through. The pastor tried to pray for her and said, "Madam, your problem is on your head." Tbea became confused. "How do you mean, pastor?" The pastor smiled and said, "All this started on your 27th birthday, right?" Tbea answered yes. The pastor continued. He said, "Your friend came very early to visit you that day, and she brought you a special gift for your birthday. She bought you this wig you are wearing, and she convinced you to wear it that day. Immediately you put that wig on, your life turned upside down. You see, your friend is jealous of how fast things were working out for you, and she bought this wig, took it to a witch doctor, and they made a sacrifice on this wig that once anybody wears it, the person's life will turn upside down." Tbea was shocked. She quickly pulled the wig off her head. Then she said, "Lorotto is my best friend. How can she do this to me?" The pastor said, "If you get home, place the wig on her head and she will confess." And then the pastor prayed for her and she left. Later that evening, Lorotto came to check on Tbea and saw she wasn't wearing the wig, so she asked her, "You took off your beautiful wig?" Tbea said, "I needed some fresh air on my head, so I took it off." Lorotto replied, "Okay, it's fine, but you need to wear it because it looks great on you." Tbea intentionally dropped her phone on the floor. She acted like she couldn't pick it up, so Lorotto asked her not to worry, that she would pick it for her. As she came close to pick the phone, Tbea rushed and placed the wig on her head. Lorotto shouted, "What have you done?" Tbea said, "I know the truth now. You are behind all of my downfall." "Why, Lorotto, why?" Lorotto said, "Why do you have to put this wig on my head?" "It was meant for you," Tbea said. "Now we both can suffer the problem." Lorotto said, "I am sorry, my friend. I got jealous of how fast things were working for you. You got a great job, a great man, and my life is not going well. I got jealous. I am really sorry." Tbea asked her to leave her house and never come back. Lorotto left. Tbea sat there crying and slept off. After some minutes, the doorbell rang and Tbea woke up. It was just a dream. She looked at herself. She could walk. There was no wheelchair. It was all just a dream. She opened the door and Lorotto came in shouting, "Happy birthday, my best friend." Tbea was trying to think. She looked surprised. Her phone rings and she picks it. It is Andre wishing her a happy birthday, and he told her he is coming over with her gift and he will take her out for them to spend some quality time alone. As the call ended, Tbea quickly called her mother. Her mother said, "Hello dear, when is your birthday party starting? Your father and I don't want to come and ruin your birthday, so we are expecting you and Andre to come take us out." Her father added, "Please my daughter, tell my handsome in-law to make sure he package something nice when you guys are coming over. He must not come here empty-handed." Tbea said, "Okay dad," and drops the call. Lorotto, who has been waiting for Tbea to finish her call, handed her gift to Tbea and said, "Open it, and you must wear this today. It's your special day and I want you to look beautiful." As she took the gift and opened it, it was the same wig from her dream. Story ends. Tell me, if you were Tbea, what will you do? Will you call it just a dream and wear the wig? Will you accuse your best friend for trying to destroy your life? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Moral of this story: be careful out there. Not everyone that celebrates with you are really happy for you. I remain Uncle Sam. Stay safe.